At first, it may seem obvious that dogs can eat raw meat. After all, their ancestors, the wolves, survived on raw meat for thousands of years. Wolves did not cook their food, and yet they were healthy enough to thrive in the wild. However, when we look more closely, things are not so simple. Today's dogs are very different from wolves. They live in our homes, eat food we give them, and have adapted over generations to survive on a wide variety of diets. This means that while dogs can eat raw meat, whether they should is another question entirely. Dogs are descended from gray wolves, which once lived across much of the northern hemisphere. Wolves are hunters and scavengers. They eat large animals such as moose, elk, and deer, but they will also scavenge carcasses and even eat fruit like berries and apples. Modern domestic dogs, however, have lived alongside humans for thousands of years. Over time, their bodies have changed. Dogs are better at digesting starch and fat than wolves are. They can handle cooked meat, grains, and even some vegetables. As a result, dogs are much more flexible in their diets than wolves. This change in diet has created several options for feeding our pets. Dogs can eat dry kibble, canned food, home-cooked meals, or raw diets. Some dogs even do well on a mixture of all these types. Because of this, owners have choices when deciding what to feed their pets. Just because dogs are able to eat raw meat does not mean it is the best or safest option. In recent years, more dog owners have started feeding raw meat diets. Surveys suggest that around 15 to 20% of dogs now eat some form of raw diet. Owners often believe that their dogs look healthier and have more energy when eating raw food. Some say that their dog's coat is shinier, their breath is fresher, and their teeth are cleaner. Others feel that raw food is more natural because it is closer to what dogs' ancestors would have eaten. There are also claims that raw diets preserve certain vitamins and antioxidants that can be lost when food is cooked. Some people believe that feeding raw food supports a stronger immune system or helps dogs maintain a healthy weight because the diet is high in protein and low in carbohydrates. Finally, raw diets are sometimes used to manage allergies, since it is easier to control which proteins a dog eats. While these points may sound convincing, there are also serious risks with raw diets. Many veterinary organizations, including the American Veterinary Medical Association, advise against feeding raw meat. One problem is that raw diets are not always nutritionally balanced. Some raw diets lack the right amount of vitamins and minerals, particularly calcium and phosphorus, which are important for bone health. Without careful planning, a dog may become deficient in essential nutrients. Another major risk is bacteria. Raw meat can contain harmful germs like Salmonella, E. coli, and Campylobacter. Some dogs may not get sick from these bacteria, but others, especially puppies or dogs with weak immune systems, can become very ill. Raw diets can also include bones, which may break a dog's teeth or cause dangerous blockages in the digestive system. The risks do not stop with dogs. Humans in the same household can also be affected. Raw meat can spread germs around the kitchen through counters, utensils, and hands. Unlike dogs, people cannot tolerate these bacteria well, and infections such as Salmonella can cause serious illness. In some cases, infections can even be life-threatening, especially for children, the elderly, or anyone with a weak immune system. On top of that, dogs fed raw meat can shed bacteria in their feces. This means owners can be exposed to harmful germs even when simply cleaning up after their pets. There are also practical downsides to raw diets. Raw meat is expensive compared to kibble or canned food, and storing it requires freezer or refrigerator space. Preparing it takes more time, and it is less convenient if you want to travel with your dog. For many families, these challenges make raw diets less realistic. So what exactly does a raw diet involve? It is not just tossing your dog a piece of steak or chicken. A true raw diet includes muscle meat, organs, connective tissue, and bones. Some owners prepare raw meals at home, but this requires a good understanding of canine nutrition and often the use of supplements to make sure the diet is balanced. Commercial raw diets are also available in frozen, freeze-dried, or dehydrated forms. Some are complete and balanced, but others require owners to add extra ingredients. There are even high-pressure pasteurized diets, which use extreme pressure to kill bacteria without cooking the food. In the end, the question of whether dogs should eat raw meat does not have a simple answer. Many dogs can eat it and may even thrive on it. But raw diets come with real risks that can affect both pets and people. That is why veterinarians often recommend caution. Every dog is different, and the right diet depends on factors such as age, breed, health, and lifestyle. If you are thinking about feeding raw, it is important to get advice from a vet or qualified pet nutritionist and to practice strict hygiene at home. The bottom line is that owners want what is best for their dogs. Some may choose raw food because it feels more natural, while others may prefer kibble or cooked meals for safety and convenience. As long as the diet is balanced and safe, dogs can live happy, healthy lives on a variety of foods.